Hello guys, welcome to today's game. So today we are playing as Holy Roman Empire and stats you can see above. Let's discuss more about this. Right. So what becomes this victory more important is that this is a hybrid map. So what do you mean by hybrid? Is you have some narrow water stream divided between the map so that anyone can utilize. There are plenty of food. Here there's plenty of wood and it's very close to near the town center. A good plenty of wood source here can utilize, and we'll be able to explore this shoreline fish, which are like plenty of source of food. So as you can see, the secret sites have spawned one here and one on the other player side. So conquering becomes a little more difficult because the chances are that most of the times uh, the armies are built up very close to Secretary in order to protect them. So as you can see, there are totally 9 villages count. The food production is 70 and the other player is having 210. So as you can see, the wood production is 140 and it is varying. So, but on the contrary, we have to look. The advantage for the Holy Roman Empire is this prelate. The inspiration of the prelate becomes more important while you play later games, because in the castle age the prelate can inspire military units. That's the more advantage. So any sort of plains that you can see, uh, the elevation there, you can make necessary uh, this here, for example, here we can construct keeps so that you're strategically finding yourselves, and you're getting this plenty of wood and food sources along with a small gold vein, and here as well the same. And let's look at the relic spawn. We got one at the north corner, and then we have another very much short distance to the north, not the map, and then we have opposite at the end here. The same spawns are again for the other player. I think if you choose the Rus player here, the advantage would be very less, because as you can see, the spawns of the wild animals are little less. So you can see two of them here, the wildlife. So it's not a fair deal for the Rus here. And you can see the spawning of the sheep. One is here. They're scattered, not grouped like two or three. And so as you can see, a new age begins, and you can see there are 7 sheep which have been herd. So we got the first age coming through, and have chosen the Archon Chapel because the Archon Chapel provides the necessary the boost for the mining of gold. You can see I have just included mining of the gold as an upgrade here, and so for the lumber camp. So if you are able to see, there are 9 sheeps already, and it's always best to use the survival technologies or techniques, because the most of the time the early food source is coming from the sheep for this game. So I think using of this would be great. As you can see, wheelbarrow is going to be the next. The opponent, let's go to the opponent and see what the opponent is doing, and let's change this to how many people. So you can see most of them are going for the gold deposits, and so how many gold? Okay, 1. I don't know why this. I think this person is going a short of wood source, not wood, the food source. So now he's trying to construct the silver tree, which is going to take some time, as I have already progressed into my first stage, that already I am economically advantageous here. So you can see my rate of production per minute is higher in nature as compared to this person, because as you can see, he is switching between villagers for wood and construction. So he immediately want to make this first landmark active, and yeah, the silver tree is built for him. The army value has not yet been increased because I feel yeah, I'm going to early defend myself, because as I was previously aware with the other civilizations, I just lost because I'm not good or I'm not bad. It does not matter unless you have a good amount of army to defend in the dark age. That's very essential. And this player is struggling here. Somehow he has built the first landmark and he's trying. Okay, the Ubu is constructed very nearby, so therefore it gets the advantage of. He started the trade in the dark age, sorry, in the feudal age, and the sheeps are unherded here. So let's fast forward for the next here and see. Yes, so now I've constructed this blacksmith. The blacksmith is important if you're a Chinese civilization chosen for any of the map. The first thing that they do is go for blacksmith. Either it is going to be the AI or some of the pro players, in order to gain more armory upgrades. It depends on each player whether they choose the blacksmith early feudal age or probably in the castle age. And as you can see, I have invested a lot amount in, say, the 8 number of people on wood. The reason being, I needed more of the military buildings. The strategy again depends on different people, that what they're going to improvise themselves. The reason I chose this strategy is to have an enough army in order to defend myself, and as a precursor I am trying to build those walls each and everywhere. Otherwise, there are 2 civilizations, one is the Rus and the other one is the Mongols. They utilize hit and run tactics. So spending more people on the stone would be the very best strategy to defend yourselves on the early raids. I think Mongols are the ones that choose this strategy of early raid, and you block all the ways till here. So spending more on the stone is a good effort, I must say, for utilizing 4 or 5 villagers over there. 4 villagers. That should be all good. And I'm not going to increase more of the stone unless I need more. Except when there is no stone, I'm going to utilize another chunk of the stones, like you can say gold deposits or outcropping somewhere here. Right? So let's look at the army here. So he has gone with 7 of the horsemen and 4 of the horse archers. And if you look at this economy, he is growing 162 everything, but I am looking for more of military buildings. He's looking to expand his economy, which is failed at the early stages. So let's see what turns out for this player for another 2 minutes, and let's fast forward later. Okay, he hasn't increased much. I think he's using the standard hit and run tactics, but that is going to stop him because this is not a wood source. It's protecting me. This is the stone. And if you look at the army statistics here, 2480 and mine is 1410, because even if he tries to attack mine, so I wasn't prepared, I feel. So this is one of the reasons AoE 4 is little bit different as per my knowledge. Is you need to have a definitive army composition as well as the economy going in parallel. But if you are playing the ranked team seasons, then you may rely on players who grow or who age quickly, and you can slowly build up and support the team. So I think this player starts to do hit and run tactics, but he is finding no chance to get into my territory. So he finds, how many of them? 8 of them. Mangodai. Okay, Mangodai is the best for hit and run tactics army you can use. As you can see, I have blocked almost all the regions. As you can see, he is trying to attack my villagers here, but he's not going to be successful. So for me, another age begins, and the advantage of the HRE is that utilizing the relics. The one I've already sent here, the relics is picked by this monk, and I'm going to send another monk to capture, you say, this relic. And since there are 3 relics spawned, if I get the 3 relics, and if you look at this cathedral, you can say for the age 4, if I upgrade this, I'll be getting 30 more of the resources. Not the gold, but rest of them. So now I think he's stuck here. Can't do anything. He's trying to take the advantage of this map, which is somewhere he's trying to sneak in and trying to maybe come and destroy my economy from the back, but as you can see, nothing can be done. And there are 12 horsemen for which he's going to depend on the resources that he's gaining. And now he's constructing Kurultai. Kurultai is like an army compound which the army nearby gets more or gains more advantage. Alright, so now I have this. So the idea for using HRE is you can use the spare monks and try to increase or like villagers gathering resource rate, can inspire the villages, and you can see there's no way that he can enter into my compound without destroying or like without having a necessary siege weapons. I think the army cannot destroy the walls, only the siege weapons can. So if he's preparing for siege weapons, then I should also be prepared. Right, so now if you look at the army composition, what he's building, he's having only one archery range and one barracks, and that's it. And he has 9 of the people or the villagers standing idle. So, but if you look at my army, I'm very close, very near, but still at the villager composition, he's lacking a lot of villagers. And yeah, so the one thing he can do, and he can destroy the tower, but he cannot destroy the stone wall unless he has some siege. So now if you look at this, he's trying to construct a siege workshop. That's when I told, without siege weapons you cannot cross the border, and that gives me an advantage of developing or building my army. Though I'm still not capable if he tries to sneak in. If he sneaked in already, I would have been in a tougher situation. That is for sure. And my army composition now is at the highest order, and the value you can see is 2960 for the enemy player and 4150 is my score. So if you look, I've already captured 2 relics, and the sacred sites not yet. Destruction value is 540 because he destroyed my tower here. The one thing, if you want to play Age of Empires, I will repeat the same what other pro players have been saying all the time, is that villagers. You need to all reduce villagers more and put them to work. The vulnerable points I can see, if you look at this angle and say there is a direct destruction line over the market for this player, and straight away if he takes an army he can destroy my stone outcropping. I mean the villagers who are gathering the stone. So there is an elevation. If I protect this, then I'm a little bit secured, but I didn't. So that's the advantage that he had if he has to destroy this and come back. So he has a good army here, good enough if he had sneaked in already, but the stone walls has stopped him. And now look at my army composition. So I would definitely say that this is just a different strategy I'm trying to use. I cannot say this is the only strategy that I'm going to use, because HRE is more strong with their army, especially at the early stages. Now you see he has the traction trebuchet, which is trying to destroy my wall because he wants to sneak in with these set of armies. Nothing else. He has not built much of the army. Alright. And now we have this a good composition. One is 13 of them, 13 of the heavy cavalry, 12 of them are the crossbowmen, 7 of the spearmen, man-at-arms. And I also wanted to make sure, I think he destroyed my tower, and he's trying to destroy the gate, and I'm trying to construct here they keep. But unfortunately, he is trying to destroy that as well. Good news that we have generated good amount of army. One more essential part I wanted to tell. I don't know this strategy is great or bad, but having siege is good, but without mangonels is going to be tougher. Yeah, as compared to the Chinese will have siege nest of bees. They don't have mangonels, so they are depending on siege nest of bees, either in the astronomical clock tower or in the siege workshop they built. But for others, we have to depend on the siege. I don't know, I made a mistake here by not calling the mangonels, is because it could give me a strong support for my army that I wasn't sure. And you can see the upgrades on the left hand side and the right hand side. So the army has he's trying to sneak in with this set of army, and he's trying to have 3 traction trebuchets to destroy my stone wall. He's trying though, but he'll not will definitely shoot. So I have put my all army under attack. So he's heading towards my base, which is having this beautiful farming here, a mill, right? And my lumber is going to be depleting in some amount of time. Now see, this is very good. And now my advantage would be to close this gap and not allow him to escape. That weakens his strategy. And since he does not, if you look at this, resources per minute are pretty much good, but the amount captured for me is higher and for him is less. He's not even doing anything with the stone because I think his stone uwu is empty. Did he capture any uwu nearby? I don't see anything here. What is he doing? He doesn't need a uwu? Right. So I'm trying to wall up this and he's stuck now. So now I'm trying to track. Right. Yeah, I'm just saving my villagers. So I am not aware. I wasn't aware that okay, there's a population limit. So I wasn't aware that what army composition he was heading or hiding behind his town center, because he never revealed except these. So I had to back up and I had to close this gate, patch this work up, and stay grounded and produce more of the military. So if you look at the production rate of mine is very high, even though I am trying to go for the 4th age, and I will in few minutes. So I have 12 advantage right now. He's trying to attack this. I have to do something about this. Okay, I think I captured now 3 of the relics. And if you look at here, there's 1 relic spawn, 2 relic spawn very close to him, 3, and he didn't capture even 1. And honestly speaking, this is the great advantage for the Holy Roman Empire. See, even though this map is not for Holy Roman Empire, for pro players, they would defeat me in a very easy way, right? But I am walled and I am like having a greater composition of army in terms of upgrades, you can say, right? So I was bit much secure. So if you look at this market, let me take you to my market which I've built. None of them I have produced. This is another mistake what Priyas do. I'm not pro player though, but still I have done the same mistake because I'm trying to organize my military. So it's essential, even though I have got all the 3 relics captured, and if you look at this, I have a market here which can get me a decent gold with this market, unless if this wall is broken, I am vulnerable. So now he is preparing his army. He has brought 2 of the what you can say, the Springled. The Springled are essentially the anti-siege weapons. What you can say, artillery, something like that. It's a siege, yeah, siege. So he has two of them, and now he has this Lancer, this heavy melee cavalry. So if you look at this stats, 46 of them and 230 health. And if you look at mine, yeah, 38. So I'm a bit on the lesser side. Let's keep watching and see how this goes. Look at the attack. So what a battle. I mean, you saw all uh, the planning, preparation, and strategy, and you can see the army has come up with two of his traction trebuchets attacking this, but still, the enemy has to cross this line, and that's not going to be easy. And the fourth age comes for me, and my army is going to have a greater set. And let's fast forward for some time. And see. All right. So I think that's the whole you know, and I'm still in a growing stage. So if you see, I have got team rank this one. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed, everyone, the casting that I've done. This is the first time casting that I have done, and since long time, and I wanted to show people that you can play non-hybrid civilization in hybrid maps, and not always Abbasid or Delhi or the hybrid civilizations, and will be able to only play in the hybrid maps. No, we can, unless we have a good strategy. I think the advantage for me would be the stronger walls. And the strategy, one strategy that worked for me was the spending 4 villages on a stone starting mid of the Dark Age, and it was 2, and later another 2 added up in the Feudal Age. That's the winning strategy. because I blocked most of the early attacks, or you can say the early raids, because the hit and run tactics would require much siege for like if the person is coming in attacking a hit and run tactic. One thing is, at a shorter range you require behind siege weapons like mangonels to defend your army. So your army should be defending and should not be moving or attacking. So that's one position along with the siege, that if it was possible. But as I was growing, I knew I had a good amount of wood resources but did not want to waste. So I devised this plan so that I walled myself very quickly or very early. As the greatest disadvantage with the Mongols is they cannot wall. And that's the early raid that you can stop. And hopefully this methodology or this strategy is also good for the English longbowmen. You need to build either a stone wall or you can build a wood wall. Stop early raids. I think Mongols and the English are the ones which have early raids, and the other civilizations can also be used, but still they are more defensive in nature, as per my knowledge. So this was fun. The casting of the game that I had won, and I am not a pro player though, but I'll try to play as many games as possible and as much as ranked games possible, so that it would be great to climb up the ladder. And hopefully there is a new update coming this month, which is we are going to have a nice biome grove, where we are going to have a nice lit of environment and play have that wonderful environment to play matches. I'm excited, and please put down your comments below in the comment section, saying what are the strategies that I can apply, what are the ways that I can utilize myself in building more armies, and which civilizations you want me to play or you want me to help myself to learn. Let me tell you what civilizations I like to play. One is I have chosen this French, HRE, English are the three civs most of the times I'll be playing. Chinese I haven't played, and I am thinking of playing Chinese as well, because the Chinese have a strong bonuses, like you got more the scouts get more fog of war, that's the advantage. And one more thing is, I'm not good with Ottomans and Malians are the two. Malians I have played. Ottomans I'm not so good at that, but I'll have to check how I have to play that. But in the later stages, like in the team games or probably with a higher difficulty, I'd be choosing Delhi. And before Delhi, I think Delhi. After Delhi, I'm going to choose Abbasid. So these are the two which are like good as of now, but Delhi is more difficult to play because they gain advantage of the rapid, constructing more religious buildings. You get rapid points for upgrades, not points. You get rapid upgrades as much as possible. The only thing is you need to have a defensive structures well. Once in the post game you are like avoiding the raiders, you're settled. The other opponent is doomed. With the elephant, you can see the tech tree. With the new elephant, it is going to be tough. The elephants now have cannons. Earlier there were only archers. Now the elephants have cannons. Let me check, what is that? War elephants. Maybe against cavalry. This is powerful ranged, powerful archers. Yeah, the armored piece, not this one. There's one more elephant, which is I think it's going tower elephant. Is it tower elephant? Powerful. Okay, I'm supposing this one from the palace of Sultan. This is the one, the tower elephant. So playing it is like uh, it's playing all civilizations is a bit tough, especially the Delhi ones. So I will try to learn more of the civs like while playing with the AI and trying to understand how is each civilization more advantageous in different maps, and I'm going to play in such order. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please click on that link and share the video, like the video, and subscribe to my channel so that you get latest updates on the game. Thank you for watching, and look forward to uploading more videos. And you'll be receiving um, notifications if you click that notification bell icon. Also, there are more games that are going to be streamed. One is Assassin's Creed Origins, and then I'm planning to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So these are the two which I'm playing. Thank you once again.